Alright, so picking up where we left off in the previous video with this kind of surface built, we're going to do the front of the turret. So we're going to take this sketch, which kind of constrains the front of the turret. This is going to be one of our guide curves, and when I created this sketch, we made sure that it met at this point here, and down here, that it went the full length that there was curvature. So that should be well and good. This looks like it overextends a little bit, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to right plane, and I'm going to take tangent arc here. Well, obviously you can't do a tangent arc off nothing. So 3-point arc down to here. This is just going to clean it up and make it so it works a little better, and it's tangent there. So I'm just going to create this curve, and then I'm going to project it, sketch onto faces. So you can do sketches onto curved faces, which is nice. I'm going to do that because I don't want this kind of point. I want it to be smooth. So I'm going to take this, and I'm creating this kind of curve, which I'm going to use to cut off that point. So then if I go to trim, my trim tool is this curve, and then I should be able to remove this little point and smooth it out, which is good. And now I can hide this curve. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to take this sketch, which is invisible, but it shouldn't be. This sketch should be. So this is going to be the front constraint of the turret. This is kind of where it's going to meet, and this is the guide it's going to follow. So now what we're going to do is this right now is two curves, so you can't really do a boundary between them, because if I try, you can see it's going to throw a little error, but it's not a big deal. So it's only going to select this top portion. If I select this bottom portion, it's going to try drawing between them, and if I select this, it's going to get really confused and not do anything. So what I need to do is I need to turn these two edges into a single curve. So I'm going to go to curves, composite curve, and I'm just going to select both of them. They have to be tangent for this to work, which is why it was important there. And I'm going to execute on that. So this composite curve is going to represent both of them. Now what I can do is I can do this boundary surface. At least two profiles. It's like, well, yes, I haven't selected them yet, so that's fine. Select the composite curve, select this front. And what happened here is I selected the bottom of the composite curve, but the top of this one, so it tried to map the bottom to the top. So I actually want to deselect that and select it towards the bottom, and that will map it properly. Now, it follows this guide, we know that. So that's looking pretty good. And like what we did here, it's got to have a consistent curvature to be smooth. So I'm going to click on this composite curve, and I'm going to go tangency to face, just so it's tangent to this side profile. So that's nice and smooth. And we know that it doesn't just come into a point and meet the gun shield, it kind of rounds out slightly. So I'm going to go to sketch 22, and I'm going to do normal to profile. And that's going to just make sure that it comes out. So it's tangent to, or it's perpendicular, it comes out perpendicularly to this sketch. And if I commit that, there we go. We get the kind of front profile of the turret, which is what we want. I can hide the composite curve. And I'll hide all the references. So we can see that we have sort of this very, well, it's not rough, it's the curvature of the turret. It's got some issues because, well, it's not complete. Down here you can see it has this weird bulge, and it kind of overextends. That's not a big deal, because what I can do is I can just cut it. And that's actually, so if I take the right view and do something similar to what I did a second ago with this sharp edge. So I'm going to make this cut line, I'm going to project it onto this, and then if I go to trim, I can just cut off this lower section. And there, it's clean. And that doesn't look right, but that is because SolidWorks has a limited resolution. I'm going to save it, Control S, I'm going to hide this. So now this has the right shape, but as you can see here with surface bodies, it's a few surfaces. These are distinct. It would be like having a structure that has separate bodies, because that's exactly what these are. These are surface bodies. They can't interact with each other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the equivalent of a merge, but for surfaces, you can't merge them. It's called a knit. So I'm going to knit these surfaces together with the knit tool, merge entities. The create a solid doesn't really work in this context because it's open. So how would you create a solid? And then if I hit the green check mark, you can see that it's closed it off, and all the tangent edges here have become transparent because I hide tangent edges. So to do that, you go to View, Display, tangent edges removed. So if I do tangent edges visible, you can still see them, but I hide them because I think it looks nicer. This is a finite edge, but it's not a very big one, so I should be able to just click on it and kind of clean it up with a fillet. So just hit fillet and execute. And there we've got this kind of just the smooth contour of the side of the turret. So now what we want to do is we want this to be a solid for 3D printing, right? You can't 3D print this. This is just a infinitesimally, or not infinitesimal, it's not, it has no thickness. It's not even a very small thickness. It has none. So this is a 2D object wrapped in 3D space. So what I need to do is I need to make it solid. So in order to do that, I need to close it off. And there's a few ways to do this. My favorites, which sometimes doesn't work, I think it should be okay. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to try to like project, or I'm going to extrude onto this surface. And since this surface is perpendicular to the extrusion plane that I'm going to use, it's not going to like it here. So I have to do something slightly different there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my mid plane. I'm going to select these sections, and I'm going to basically turn it into, so I'm going to hit convert, and it's going to blow up. Because there's sections that are perpendicular, and it doesn't know how to handle that. So, fair enough. So it's a little bit of a trick to turn this into a solid object, and you kind of have to play with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the video, I'm going to figure it out, and then I'm going to explain how I did it. But it's different for different models, so this isn't going to be an end-all solution. It's just kind of closing this off into a solid shape. So I'll do that.